And we are live. Cool. Let me just double check, refresh the YouTube like I always do because I don't know another better way to do this. Oh, are we live? Yep. Yeah, we're live. Cool. Good. Nice.
Perfect.
What's up, everyone? Monday night live stream.
We're back.
Yes. Whose phone is that?
Sorry, that was me.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, we got a comment. Hey, happy Monday.
Happy
Thanks for stopping
Monday.
by. Cool.
Thanks for joining.
If you didn't notice, we got a special guest here. We'll introduce him in a few minutes. We'll just let everyone come in. Until then, I'll just show this bad boy again.
Oh God, here you go.
That was your latest Shawn Michaels pickup, right?
Yes. So this, don't confuse this with the other gold I got. Other gold here. This is the other gold, Shawn Michaels.
What's the difference?
Well, first of all, they're two different pictures. If you didn't notice,
Of course, but
technically this is Panini Prizm, so I guess that's like the better set, right? And then this one's Panini Select. Yeah, okay. Panini Select. But they're both out of 10, and they're both gold, and they're both Shawn Michaels. That's it, man. I told you the goal, but I've been saying too much on these YouTubes. So like I said, I want to get every 10 of these and every 10 of these, but I have a feeling like people are gonna get them before I
can. They're gonna buy them and sell them to you for
triple, and I'll probably buy it too. Hello, Jay. Yeah, someone said hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Maddie. Thanks for stopping by. Cool, man. We got some cool stuff to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the old school and the new school again, because Jimmy likes the new stuff, and I guess me and Sammy are old. we like the old stuff. So the prices for those are no joke. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I think she's talking about the Shawn Michaels cards.
Yeah, because they're chrome.
Yeah, exactly. The auctions definitely go high. Yeah, they're chrome, but I mean, Shawn Michaels he's the best wrestler who ever lived. So
here you go.
The Rock fans are up in arms.
Come on. I mean, there's no arguing. Shawn Michaels is the number one in-ring performer ever. You just can't. You just stop. There's nothing to argue there. The Rock is pretty cool too. I mean, he's probably going to be the president, they say, one day. So I guess he's a little bigger than Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels has a special place in my heart. So.
You sound a little biased.
A little bit? I mean, I was Shawn Michaels for Halloween in 5th grade, I think it was, too. It was crazy. Yeah, man. You don't remember, bro, when I used to walk around in the tights and stuff? I don't know how you didn't disown me back in the day.
Nah, I mean, I remember you were really into it, and you used to, I had all the parts. You used to dress the part and act the part, do the moves. Yeah. We used to try to reenact like matches and stuff, like the same things that happen in the matches. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. The days. Cool, man. So let's get started. So, if you haven't noticed, we have a special guest here, JVA Cards. One of my good friends, knew him for several years. Got into the card game, and he's doing really, really well. He's just he's breaking over on I believe Whatnot, and I don't want to talk anymore. I want him to introduce himself. And yeah, well, like pretty much how long you been in the card game,
Jimmy? I started taking it seriously, I would say around October, November-ish. I always had a passion for cards, mostly like I was mentioning before. I started with Pokemon cards. I was a huge Pokemon collector as a kid. Yeah. I didn't realize, the value Pokemon cards would have during that time. Now, and then, it kind of became more of a mainstream thing where like everybody was collecting cards, especially during the pandemic. It was just like another hobby or so. Yeah. So, I just started looking at TikToks and YouTube, seeing it started with Pokemon cards. But then like, all right, there's no way I'm getting the cards that hold sentimental value to me. You know, like cards from the '90s. There's no way I can afford any of these.
Isn't it crazy, man?
It's nuts, man. It's crazy because I look at these videos. I'm like, I had most of these. Like I would have a good amount of money right now.
Yeah, I had the same amount of cards, but I remember I gave them to my sister because you didn't really collect them too much, Sam. You weren't really into Pokemon. You were older. You were in high school doing high school things. But you know me, I was in fifth grade, sixth grade collecting them. I remember, but you know I went off to high school and did high school things too, right? And then I decided, or mom probably made me give my cards to our sister. And that was it. Once she got them, I don't know where the cards are. They're gone. So rest in peace, Charizards and Squirtles and all my Pokemons. Yeah.
It hurts, right? It hurts. I'm like, I have no idea what I did with my cards.
It's crazy. And the packs themselves, they could go for I like a blaster box, for example. Like it probably cost $20, $10 back in the day. I heard they could go for like tens of thousands of dollars if you feel.
Dollars, yep.
Crazy.
I think I saw like a single pack 8 trading cards at a card store for like $900 or something.
Wow.
So what are they chasing though? Like they're pretty much chasing what the Charizard Shadow is, right?
Yeah, basically the Charizard. The Charizard is the top card from the base set. There's also like, you know, Blastoise and Venusaurs and stuff. Any of them are pretty good, but in order to get your money's worth, it has to be one of those top 3.
It has to be like the first edition or something, right?
It depends. It depends. It's so many different sets, like sports as well.
It says someone said, JVA, do you have a favorite wrestler?
I was a big Jeff Hardy guy. Yeah, I was big on him. I don't want to admit it to Omar, but I'm also a Shawn Michaels fan.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Not on his level. But yeah, I would say those two guys, mostly Jeff Hardy. It was just his matches were just so fun to watch.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he was one of the most I guess daredevils out there. He put his body on the line every day. Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah. It's a shame he like turned to drugs and alcohol and stuff.
We could have sold him to the Shawn Michaels guy. Someone has a question. Justin Starr, if JVA sells me his Volpe, he could be $100 richer. You have someone interested to do some business.
He's been after a Volpe card that I have, but
which one?
Not for sale. It's like his first Bowman auto.
Nice! You got his first Bowman auto. Nice.
Yeah, not for sale though.
Smart man. Hold on to it, man. Shortstop for the Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan, so shortstop for the Yankees. Bet on him. And give him some time to
I'm not a Yankee fan at all, but I'll hold on to him.
I don't know.
Omar saw Volpe at one game, and he made his determination. It was in AA, right?
Yeah, the Patriots.
And you were sold on him?
No, I wasn't sold.
Oh, you weren't sold on him. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's not doing too well right now, but
I'm telling you, I could scout the talent. It's just I don't know. I'm just saying, like I dropped him in our fantasy league too. So there you go. Sorry.
But back to the cards. So I started just researching Pokemon. I couldn't get into it. There's too many new sets, too many Pokemons. It's hard to keep up with. So like my other passion is sports. I've always been super passionate about basketball and baseball, mostly basketball. I do all the fantasy leagues, all of that. Like I just love the sports. So one day I just happened to come across sports cards. One day I was at Target with my girlfriend. I was just killing some time. I picked up it was a Gypsy Queen set. I can't remember the year. It might have been like 2021. I picked up like one of those single packs, like $3 or $4. And I pulled an auto. It was like a Brandon Crawford auto. It was nothing crazy. But like I was hooked. After that, I was like, it's over. It just went downhill from there.
I remember you sent me the picture of the auto you pulled.
I sent you a picture and you were like, how'd you pull an auto? You just started like getting back cards.
Yep, and I told you, I was like, you need to stop. And then I think you actually, after that, you opened I remember you opened in Platinum Anniversary and you got like another nice numbered Hank Aaron or something.
Like a Aaron, I still have that one. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful card.
I was making trips to Target all the time, basically just buying like retail product, and it was going pretty well. And eventually, I came across Whatnot, and then I got hooked on that. You know, I was just buying auctions and joining breaks and stuff. And after a while, I was like, "Hey, I think I can do this." You know, like I think I can. I have a passion for it. I enjoy it. I'm spending a lot of money. Might as well try to recoup some of that money. So I started. I went for it. I didn't have too much stuff. I started like ripping blaster boxes. Just retail product. I started doing it. I was selling teams like $2 or $3, and people seem to enjoy it. At first, I didn't know how it was gonna go. People seem to enjoy it. I got a little bit of a following. From there, I started making Instagram videos, TikToks and stuff, and it was picking up. And I was like, all right, maybe I can stick with this. And then eventually we moved on to hobby boxes, which is where I'm at now. So
nice.
Yeah. So
that's
so
what my brother likes.
What's up? That's what
I'm about. Omar's got me opening Heritage and Allen and Ginter over here. I'm struggling, man. I got my fingers are hurting from all the paper cuts on these products that I got to open with Omar. I'm trying to guess. I want to do Chrome and Sapphire and hobby boxes, but I got to make sure Omar's in line with that.
Right. Yeah. So we took it from there, and it's going pretty well. I can't complain of it. I can't complain. You have your
good. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that?
No, my bad. I cut you. What were you saying? You have your ups and downs, you said?
Yeah, like any business, you have your ups and downs, but like I genuinely enjoy it. So a bad day, I'm still having fun. I'm still, connecting with the community, and I'm opening cards, which I enjoy. My boy always got that.
Yeah.
There you go, man. You're getting the reputation for pulling that fire. And that comes with time, right? Like, I mean, to be honest, like this is super interesting for me. Not only are you a friend, but we're the breaker bros, Omar and I, but we don't actually do breaking. So it's kind of like interesting, right? But we think of ourselves as like an extension of the breaking community because we have like trading card supplies, top loaders, and all that stuff, which kind of works hand in hand with what breakers do, right? In terms of needing those supplies for the cards. So, but like, it's super interesting that, we've seen you sort of evolve from someone who just like got back into the hobby to like literally running your own break. So that's just super cool. Like that we've seen that progression, and, we look forward to growing with you, likewise, vice versa. But I think to me, like, I guess I have a couple questions. I guess first is so you kind of mentioned a little bit, what is like from where you are right now, like what do you like the best about running your own breaks, and kind of what is like not so great part, let's say the great part and maybe the not so great part of like running your own breaks?
Great part, like I said, it's a hobby. I enjoy it. I get to connect with different people. I've made a lot of friends throughout opening cards. As crazy as it sounds, there's a big community out there. Right. So it's a little side hustle. It also prevents me from like spending my own money. Like I just there's something about opening a pack of cards that like just brings joy to me, and I'm doing it for other people. And then I've pulled some like very nice things for other people. It just it makes me happy for them. So it just brings me some type of satisfaction after a long stressful day at work. I can go open some cards, which I enjoy.
Nice.
The not so good is basically competing with like these huge breakers. It gets a little bit tough sometimes because I consider myself, I'm still new, right? I'm still learning. Every day is different, but I try to break things at an affordable price for those people that can't get into those high-end breaks. But sometimes I'm doing one box, some people are doing a whole case, so it gets tough competing with them. They also have the name recognition and all of that. So, but it's something that we just work through it. It takes time. Just stick with it and be patient.
Yeah, and you're obviously growing your audience, and as you grow your audience, you can offer more different types of combinations or cases eventually. But yeah, I think the thing is, it's nice that you do offer something of value, because from like a lower price point, because it is intimidating, to be honest, sometimes where you want to get into a break, but it's like it's a whole case, or it's like, like 5 cases of product, and just like, whoa, I can't touch that break. So obviously every industry, you're going to have the super high end people that can buy the Ferraris and stuff. And then you got the people that, need a Toyota. So like, and then you work your way up, but that's awesome. That's great. And like I said, it's great that you get to have enjoyment from seeing other people get great cards. That's super cool.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought
no, they say JVA went from blasters to cases of Bowman.
True. Look at that.
And that's another thing too that I was talking to my brother about, because I remember you were getting involved more in the card game, and I told him, I was like, oh, my boy Jimmy is, basically just like opening cards, but you weren't breaking at the time. But then I remember I had told my brother, I was like, yo, like he started breaking it, and we were like really impressed because like you kind of did it fast and you were very serious. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to see that. You know what I'm saying? And now you've built up a decent following and whatnot. I mean, you have, last time I checked, you had over 1,000 people following you, maybe more now because I checked a while ago. So that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And, you keep doing that. You're going to keep getting people in your breaks and keep, pulling hits like this. I forgot. Sorry. This is actually a hit that Jimmy pulled for me when I got the Angels. It was a first Bowman right there. Remember that one?
I remember that. I think that was the only team you had too.
Yeah, it was out of you can't really see that, out of 50 right there. Of Adrian Plancina. I have no idea who he is, but hey, not too bad.
It's a cool card. That's the thing with Bowman. Yeah. You never know who's gonna be a star. So
this guy could be the next Mike Trout. You never know.
Speaking of Bowman, so real quick, JVA, Jimmy, are you a first Bowman guy, or are you a Topps rookie card guy? Because me and Omar talked about this on the channel.
Honestly, I'm more of a Topps guy.
Okay.
I like knowing who the player is, like what he's done, what he's accomplished. I feel like Bowman is more risky. Yes, there's a higher ceiling. If you got a nice first Bowman 5 years down, that guy is a stud. Yeah. That's worth more. But I don't know. There's just something, like, I don't really follow too much of the minors. Like, I know, top 100 prospects and all of that. But I'm also not sold on all the top 100 prospects. So I kind of like sticking to what I know.
So let's say it's a player you do know, like that's in the majors. Would you prefer, like, let's say Pujols, right? Like, would you prefer to have his like first Bowman, let's say, or like his flagship rookie card?
I mean, if he's an already established star, then I'll go back and try to get the Bowman. I'm not too into the whole prospecting and waiting it out. I'm not crazy on that. If it's like a top 20 prospect, then yes. But like prospect, let's say number 83 or something, I could care less for him, to be honest.
So like Julio Rodriguez, for example, like, do you want his Topps rookie card, one of the many he has, or would you rather that 2019, I believe it is, the first Bowman?
I would rather the first Bowman.
Oh, okay.
Because I already know he's an established star, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, it definitely makes sense. This is a thing that me and my brother go back and forth on all the time, because I don't hate Bowman. I mean, I am technically a Bowman guy. We started opening Bowman like 2020, whatever, but it's just like, I like the RC cards, but the thing I don't like about the RC cards is that there's so many different versions, variations, super short prints. Which one is the one? I mean, it doesn't matter if you collect to collect, whatever, collect what you want. But it's kind of cool knowing that there's that elite card that is gonna hold this value potentially throughout the next 20 years, if it's whatever.
Right. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love Bowman. Like, I love both of them.
Yeah.
If I had a choice, though, I'd prefer to open like the Topps products.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. If it's like, a Bowman product from 5 years ago, yes, of course, I would lean towards that because some of those players are already stars. But like, let's say Bowman 2023.
Yeah.
I've ripped some. I'm not crazy about it yet, honestly. Yeah. I know it's a great product, but a lot of the players I don't know. I'm just being frank here.
Yeah. It's kind of like just open it and wait and just see what happens, And I always thought, because again, I know in 2020, that was the year I got into it heavy with Bowman. And it was cool because, again, like a little after, like 2021 or whatever, I started looking through my stuff and I had Jeremy Pena mojos. I had like these players that you never really heard of, you weren't really searching for in 2020, Spencer Strider, and now look at Strider. He's one of the best pitchers in the league. That's kind of what's cool with Bowman. So
yeah, for sure. No, I have a box of Bowman. Don't get me wrong.
Nice. I have another question for you. So, you've been breaking for a little while now. What is the best card that you've pulled during a break? Obviously, it's going to be for someone else, but what card stands out to you as the best you think you've pulled?
I would say for one of my friends, we became pretty close through whatnot. It was Yasser Mercedes from the Twins.
Yeah.
Red Shimmer Auto. So it was like 2 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was your hand shaking a little bit?
Yeah. It was nuts because like I knew who Mercedes was. Obviously, he's like one of the top international stars.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't feel real. I was like, no freaking way.
That's a huge hit, man. And like, to be honest with you, like people like just kind of think about maybe breaking or breakers like, oh, like anybody could do it. But it's a huge responsibility when you think about it. If you do it right, like you literally could be opening a pack or a box, whatever, that has a card that could be worth a couple $100,000 because you just never know. It could be, let's say, someone's super fractor. Like you don't know what that next card is. And then it's about like handling it, right? So carefully, and because it's super, super important to be careful with those things.
Right.
And so it's a big responsibility, man. No pressure, Jimmy. No pressure.
For sure. You don't want to damage a red shimmer, You got to make sure it's sleeved up, top loaded, packaged properly. Make sure it gets there safely because it's a lot of money, And then that can also, like, one mistake like that can just ruin your reputation as a breaker.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine pulling a 1-of-1 Drew Jones. That's the hot guy right now.
Bowman, right? He's the top guy, man.
That's life changing. That's a life changing card. It's crazy.
Yeah, we pulled a redemption, a Drew Jones and Jordan Lawler redemption, like out of 25 or something. It's pretty sick.
Damn.
Yeah. So like the cool thing, whenever I pull something nice, it usually, like, these customers usually come back.
Yes.
Yeah. They usually back. If I have a day where I'm pulling, it's out of my control. Obviously, I don't know what's in the boxes, but like, let's say nothing good comes out that day, it's like it can have a negative effect on me because it's like, all right, this guy just pulls junk, even though it's not my fault, but like the community believes in that, like, oh, this guy pulls fire, this guy pulls trash. So luckily I've been blessed so far that I have pulled pretty good things.
Yeah, one thing I do love about your breaks too that you throw in every now and then is your giveaways. That's awesome too. I mean, whatnot allows you to do the giveaway process, but pretty much it's like a randomizer and it's like 2 minutes or something like that. The giveaways.
They do. I think they're 5 minutes now.
5 minutes. Yeah, and then you're very generous to give away sometimes. Mostly it's usually sealed packs, and then you give them options to open it on camera or you just ship it to them. So That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man.
Right. I feel like it's just me giving back to them. Like, you're spending your money. A lot of times, people don't get anything, and I've seen a lot of breakers, like usually the bigger guys. I don't want to talk negatively about them, but you could spend $100 and not hit a card and they won't send you anything. Yeah. So I always try, when I'm done, like part of my process, I look through my sales. I see how much money each person spent. I look at the value of what they got in their cards. If I'm like, all right, this person spent $30 and got a card that's worth $2, like, it doesn't feel right to me. So I always try to, throw a little pack or like throw some cards. I usually ask them like, hey, who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite team? And I always try to add a little something. I feel like it's a good way to also get them to come back.
Yeah, I agree. And you ship every card, paper ships, everything ships. Right?
Everything. I hate those breakers that don't ship base, like there are collectors out there. Not everybody's in it for the money, Some people want to collect the whole set. So I'm big on I ship everything out.
Cool. I think that's super important. I mean, Omar and I, when we used to get into a few breaks, we would shy away from breakers that do that sort of thing. And I think the hobby people that get into breaks started to sort of vocalize that, like they wanted all their cards, even the paper cards. So I think lately I've seen more people say all the cards ship for the most part. Now you still have some that don't. I think the biggest ones sort of get away with that a lot of times, where they're just like, you know, if you don't like it, too bad. But I think it's great to, you know, have all your cards. When you think about it, if you were buying the box, you get all the cards, right? And so you should be able to get all the cards in the team that you're winning, you know, in the random breaks, random team breaks. So I just think, yeah, that's a really nice thing that you do, and I think that'll continue to have people coming your way over the long term.
For sure.
That's awesome.
And you don't only do baseball, right? Sometimes you do basketball, or right now you're focused on baseball?
I'm mostly focused on baseball.
Okay.
I'm like personally, I'm more into basketball cards, like for myself. But as far as breaking, I mostly just do baseball at the moment. I want to, like, you know, shift a little bit towards basketball, but you know, so far baseball has been working fine for me. So I kind of want to grow my following a bit more, and then we can like branch out a bit. So you just basically stick to what you know.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So do you have any advice, Jimmy, for like new people? Let's say there's some people watching that want to, you know, get into breaking. Like any pointers, just kind of quick tips, like to sort of watch out for, or just to get them, you know, on the ground running a little bit faster?
Tips. I mean, my main thing, I would say, make sure you enjoy the hobby. Like, you're not just in it for money. Yes, you can make lots of money in it, but if you're just in it for money, you're gonna have your bad days where it can be very discouraging, and you're just gonna want to quit. You know, so you're in it for the wrong reasons. So I always suggest, like, make sure you love the hobby. You know, that always comes first, and then the rest. You know, just be yourself. I see a lot of breakers like mimicking other breakers. You know, they yell at you, oh, spend this amount of money. Like, no, I'm just here to break cards for you guys, hang out with you guys. I'm not here to pressure anybody. I'm always encouraging, like, hey, if you want to just hang out, just hang out. So just be yourself. That would be, like, you know, my advice for a new breaker.
Yeah, that's great advice. I think the ones that do stand out are the people that you could tell they genuinely enjoy, like you said earlier, enjoy hitting cards for other people, and they enjoy being there. It's not like they're handcuffed to the chair, like, oh, I got to do this. It's like you're there because you enjoy the cards and you enjoy the community aspect of it. So, and when you let that shine through on camera, you know, or your voiceover, it makes a big difference, because people are spending their hard-earned money, and also they're there to kind of chill, right, and hang out and get some entertainment.
Right. Like I've seen breakers get upset because a card, let's say like a team sold under what they expected to get, and they show their emotions. You know, that's, to me, that's a negative. It's like, all right, I don't want to.
Yeah, they get to grab the camera and throw it.
Yeah, like I feel pressured that I'm in here. You know, like, so I try to avoid that. You know, it can be discouraging. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are days where you're not making money or you're losing money, but you know, as long as you enjoy it, you'll be okay.
No, definitely.
And one thing I personally is, like, I like to go to breakers. Obviously, I like to go to people who you like, you know, overall. So you want to make sure that, you know, you build that trust with your audience, because, you know, again, you want people to spend their money with you, you know, so you want to provide a good experience. And I think that you definitely do that with your breaks or whatnot. So yeah, we're definitely gonna come in and spend a couple more bucks with you and try to get some more gold shimmers.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, so a couple things, check them out. The link will be in the description. Jimmy, JVA Cards, check it out. Direct link to kind of get to his breaks a little bit easier. And if you're here for the first time, give us a like. If you're here right now, subscribe to the channel. We're going to have more lives, some more content, fun content, card-related content in the future. And also check us out on Amazon. We have some products there, top loaders, card sleeves and things, and semi-rigid card graders if you're grading your cards. So give us a look on Amazon as well. And Jimmy, when's your next break, by the way? Just put that out there if you have something scheduled.
Yeah, we're actually scheduled for Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do some Bowman 2023.
All right, we might have to get in that. Oh,
there you go.
We're gonna put on the company card. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Max
that
out.
sounds good. 2023 Bowman. That we might have to chase some Drew Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So that's on Whatnot, right?
That's on Whatnot. Yeah, like you said, you can go on JVAcards.com. It'll take you directly to my Whatnot. Also, we're on Instagram, JVA Cards, TikTok as well. I usually post my schedules on Instagram. So if you give us a follow, I usually post them, beginning of the week. Like, these are the shows for the week, and then you can just go on Whatnot. You can bookmark it, and then you'll be notified to your phone in case you forget.
Nice. Sounds good.
Thanks for stopping. Oh, nice. Thanks for stopping by, Sammy. Just checking in.
Checking in. Thanks for joining. Hit that thumbs up.
Yes. Give us those likes. Those YouTube loves those likes.
Yeah.
Like, the algorithm.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, 16 likes. Perfect.
There you go.
So what are we gonna get into? We're gonna do this rip or what? Or we're gonna wait a little longer?
Well, you said you were going to do that thing, your topic. You wanted to debate with him on the oldies versus the new.
Oh no,
we talk about it so much. Me and Jimmy, we go at it. But because in our last live, you and I talked about technically the old school versus the new school. So we talked about Babe Ruth versus Shohei Ohtani, and the reason why I brought that up was because there was a picture that showed, like, I guess, Babe Ruth stats to compare to what Ohtani has done in the moment, and technically Babe Ruth's looking a little better, but Jimmy is of the school of everything newer is better. So the old people are just too old, and and they played against people that weren't athletic. So I just want to know Jimmy's argument when it comes to, like, why do you prefer, like, the new school dudes, or like the Ohtanis or whatever, versus like the Mickey Mantles, I guess, or I don't know if that's not old enough for you. But I don't know where you draw the line with the oldness.
Well, Babe Ruth played in what, like 1912 or something?
He's like in the he's like in the 20s and 30s.
And he's all right. I mean, I didn't watch Babe Ruth. So I can't speak on his talent. All we have is, basically his stats, what he did on paper. I'm a firm believer that competition now is better than it was back then. So I feel like, this is my opinion, by the way. I feel like Babe Ruth wouldn't be able to do what he did in today's time, today's era. I feel like pitchers throw harder now. There's better technology. There's more better medicine that has these players lasting longer, throwing harder. There's better training. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I can't get behind somebody who played 100 years ago and say he's the best of all time. I feel like everything just gets better with time.
That's true. I hear that argument. What do you think, bro?
No, I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. I think you can make arguments about both sides. The thing I told Omar, with regards to like Babe Ruth or any of the older players, because technology has evolved, the way they take care of the fields, like everything else has just has been improved and enhanced. So the argument I guess I would make is it would be sort of not fair to say like some of those older guys where it's Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle or whatever, like if they had access to the same stuff from today, right? The nutritionists, workout regimens, all the like the technologies now of the computers are telling people how these pitchers are pitching, like all the statistics, all the StatCast stuff. Like, who's to say like he wouldn't have played just as well or better, So I think right now the technology has evolved, and the athletes have become even better, bigger, faster, stronger because of how we're looking at athletes and training them. So I just think like if you put Babe Ruth in this time and he had access to all that stuff, I think he would have still been a phenomenal ball player, So I just think we see visuals. I was telling about that he's like fat, he was like had a belly or whatever, but that's just the way the game was,
He would have been a DH.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been a DH and didn't even have to worry about getting on the field. Forget it. Like, just hit bombs. That's it.
He was not throwing 100 miles an hour. There's no way.
I don't know how he threw. Yeah. I don't know how
Leonardo said the new school is better. That's Leonardo.
Sure.
The new school is better. Yeah. I mean, you could make the argument. I understand either way, but you know, everybody has their era. I mean, in basketball, I hear people argue about, oh, well, Jordan, you know, would he have been the player he was like if he was playing with today's NBA, right? Like, I mean, so there's just always going to be these debates, generational. But there's also no doubt that the players today are more international too, right? Like they're more representative of the global talent.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing that, you know, back then it was really just, it was America and it was just basically like, you know, mostly whites at the time. But now it's more diverse than ever. So yeah, the talent pool is much different. But yeah, I'm more of a, you know, I think those folks were absolutely like all-time greats. And they're just, you know, it's respective of the different time frames. So it's hard to argue.
You can't take away, you know, what they accomplished.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It's just a good for
a fun debate. It's a fun debate.
Yeah, topics and debate. Yeah.
But like you said in basketball, you're not going to say a player that played in 1920 is better than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, because there wasn't, it's the better talent. Yeah, for sure, I understand that.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, it's an interesting topic, man. I think it'll be something that Stephen A. Smith and all those folks will be arguing forever on ESPN. You know,
right? I mean, you made a great point about, you know, the diversity of the talent. Like, baseball is an international sport now, so it's more competitive. It's harder to make it to the majors now. So you have, you know, the best of the best in the majors, as opposed to back then, you know, you can pick up a plumber from down the street.
No, I don't think it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. Trust me. You gotta look at
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
You gotta look at some of the stats, man. These guys were like I think Lou Gehrig at one point had like 170 something RBIs. I mean, these guys were were monsters too. They were really, really great players.
Yo, Ted Williams went to war and they came back and won the title.
yeah, hit 400, by the way. No one's hit 400 since.
Damn.
That says a lot. Nobody has done it since.
Oh, why? So you're saying the pitchers suck?
Why is that? Oh, yeah, the pitchers suck.
No, I think though the game, like every game has evolved, right? NBA has went from, it was you used to have centers, they used to, you know, dominate the boards, they used to be in the, you know, down in the paint, to it's a 3-point game now, right? Like it's all about 3-pointers. Baseball has evolved so much too, where you had people trying to get on base. Obviously home runs, you had some home run hitters, but it was more respected to get on base more, hit doubles, hit singles, steal a base. Now everybody's just trying to hit it out of the park. So you know, you could hit. I never thought we would see this, but like in baseball, it's like okay to hit 250 and like just as long as you can hit 30 home runs. Like which one's better, right? Like you know, I think we should always try to have people getting to 300, and maybe they don't hit quite 30 home runs, 35, 40 home runs, but they steal a base every once in a while. Like I like that. You know, I like the small ball too. And you see teams like the Rays and things like that where they have like 1/6, I think, of the salary of the Yankees, and they're in first place, and the Yankees are like struggling to keep up. So, you know, so it's a lot of different things about kind of that old school mentality that's sort of, you know, that's still relevant today. But no doubt, I mean, for sure, like players like Shohei Ohtani, I have a ton of respect for, and we'll see how, you know, he stands in the end of his career in the all-time sort of like picture. But it's a debate that will never end, man. Like, but I can understand. I would say though, Jimmy, definitely do some homework on some of those older cats. You know,
no, I have for sure. I'm just obviously I'm exaggerating it. You know, they're all-time greats. I just feel like, you know, I feel like there's more overall talent. Back then, I feel like you had a more concentrated group, maybe the same 10 guys. This year, I mean, like now's time, you can be an all-star this year, next year, you're out of the league. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's true. That's a good point.
Cool. So let's start this little Monopoly break. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm excited. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Yes.
I mean, I saw pictures online, and Omar and I had talked about it once on a live, but we haven't like opened any of it.
All right, let's see if I can flip my camera.
Yep.
Let me know if
there it is.
Yep, looks good.
You can make it bigger, sir.
Oh, yeah.
That's smaller, yeah.
I'm the visual guy. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah.
Looks good.
All right, so we got a little Monopoly Prizm. These are called booster boxes. So these are pretty hard to get. Like you can't find them online. Only Target has them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've gone to a ton of Targets. I can't find it. I got lucky that one of the Targets nearby had it available for pickup. So I ordered it. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to get it because there's been times where I order it and they cancel my order. They just don't have it. Like, they're pretty exclusive. So we got lucky with this one.
And how do you feel about the idea of the Monopoly product in general? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's like a dumb gimmick or what? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I don't see too many like collabs like this, so I like it, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. And I think the checklist is pretty cool. There's some nice cards in this checklist. Also, it's like, I don't think they're doing this every year.
Yes, I hope not. I mean, if it's like a 1-year thing, then I think it's gonna hold value.
Exclusive. Also, they have a board game. I don't know if you guys can see it. I also got the board game.
Yeah, I see it.
So the board game comes with 3 packs. This one comes with 6 packs. So
nice. Can Sammy name the players on the front of that? I don't know. I don't think so.
Hold on, this will be a fun game.
Let's see.
In the middle, that's Giannis. On the right, that's a Luka Doncic.
Yep.
And the left is Tatum, Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I'm right?
Yep. Yeah. You got him.
Yes.
I'm guessing you're not much of an NBA fan, Sammy.
No, I mean, not like I used to be. I like the Knicks, but I was more like in the John Starks in the '90s and Patrick Ewing and Oakley. That was my era on the basketball. It's a little different game now. So,
all right. So let's see what we have in here. Got my little handy knife box cutter.
I don't know if he has any cards in it, but if John Starks does have a card in it, I'll buy it off you.
He definitely does not.
Oh man,
not in this, at least.
I guess they don't want to recognize the greats.
Where's my hey Mitty, hey boys, what's up? Congrats on going live. Where's my shirt, Boricuas?
He wants the merch. We got to get some shirts.
Yes.
Merch.
All right, here we go, guys.
All right. Oh, cool. That looks nice.
That's what it looks like. We have 6 packs.
Nice. Good luck. Good luck. Post some heat.
You guys want to do a little pack battle? We do Omar on the right, Sammy on the left.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, cool. All right, so we'll start with left.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Can you get autographs in here? Probably, right?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Omar and I are allergic to autographs, so
maybe your luck will change. Let's see. All right. Fred VanVleet, Anthony Davis, Bradley Beal.
It's Omar's boy, Bradley Beal.
All right, so nothing in that pack, like nothing crazy.
It's all right.
I can tell you've done this before. You got the perfect lighting, the focus.
Yeah.
I just started. This pack's a little rough. All right, so this one is Omar's. Let's see.
Oh, Anthony Davis again.
Anthony Davis again.
Crazy. Oh, no way. Bradley Beal.
It looks like the same pack, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Look at that. Desmond Bain. All right. If it's a Fred VanVleet, we got ripped off.
Okay.
Trae Young. All right. I would call that a draw so far.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing crazy. Let's see. Next pack. They're kind of hard to rip.
I haven't been following the playoffs either. I know it's like the semifinals right now, I think, the basketball.
Yeah, it's down to 4 teams now.
Okay.
Lakers, Nuggets, Celtics and Miami Heat. All right, we got John Morant,
Oh,
Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
is that a, oh okay?
Yeah,
that was
that wasn't anything special that with the
Nah,
yellow border.
it's just like the border. It's nothing. You guys will see.
Okay.
okay.
The card will be like completely different, like different colors and stuff. We got a rookie, Benedict. He was
Nah.
okay. He was pretty decent. I had him in fantasy.
He's good.
And De'Aaron Fox.
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Nothing crazy. Let's see who's gonna get the nice car. Or maybe there is no nice cards.
Is there anything guaranteed in here? Just no.
No,
Oh, okay.
nothing guaranteed. We got Jalen Green. If he was a rookie, this would have been nice.
He freaking sucks, man. He can't make a shot, man.
He killed you in fantasy. We
Oh
got
my goodness.
Token, rookie.
This guy's popping up everywhere now.
A different one. This looks different.
Yeah, it looked different from you had another John Morant. It looks different.
Yeah, it looks different, right?
It's like an insert, I think, or
Yeah,
something.
this looks like an insert. Yeah.
Okay.
John Morant.
Okay.
And a Klay Thompson. All right.
I'm just excited we're opening Chrome, man. This is like, this is nice.
No,
All the
no
viewers
heritage.
enjoy
Right?
this because Omar doesn't want to open Chrome.
All right, this will be Sammy's last pack here.
All
Let's
right.
see if we can get some color. No color. Ben Simmons. I think you automatically lost with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Josh Giddey. Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
And Shaden Sharp, rookie.
Rookie.
He's all right.
So we're looking for like boardwalk, right? Like certain, like
yeah. There's a bunch of different parallels. All right, like we got some color.
Omar won already. He got color.
I think Omar is gonna win by default.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, let's see. We got a Keldon Johnson, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Paulo Banchero.
Oh, that's the big chase, right?
He's the top rookie of this class.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, nice. All right, and then we got this Aqua.
No rookie, right? Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like a rookie.
Kings.
Oh, bonus. Okay, that's a nice card.
The bonus.
Aqua. Is it numbered or no?
No, it's not numbered.
Nice.
I thought it would be. It's still pretty nice. So, the winner,
yeah,
Omar with these two hits.
There we go.
Nice. So
nice.
Let me take.
I'm fine with that because Omar's an NBA guy more than me, so that's fine.
Use my Breaker Bro sleeves.
Nice.
Yes, put those in sleeves.
Sweet.
There you go.
That product's kind of cool though. I mean, we don't really open much NBA, but if I find one in Target or whatever, maybe I'll grab one.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's a pretty nice looking card right here.
Yeah, that is really nice actually. So the board as you collect, you would use the board to fill out like, you know, the different like whatever like go to jail cards and
yeah, I think so. I don't know too much about it honestly, Sammy, because these are so hard to get.
Yeah.
So like I've looked at the checklist. There's different like parallels and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how it relates to the board, but like the game is in here. You can play Monopoly.
That's cool. That is kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's one thing you got to give Panini and them. Like they are kind of innovative when it comes to a lot of stuff, and like the downtowns and the kabooms, which I love the kabooms. This now, like, you know, Top sometimes seems a little stagnant and doesn't really innovate too much. So I got to give credit where it's due.
Right, exactly. So, you know, it's different. It's a little different rip. It's fun.
Leonardo said, nice a bonus card.
There you go. Sabonis was pretty good this year. You know?
Yeah, he's good every year. He's like your favorite player, one of them.
You remember that?
Yeah, man. That's why I drafted him this year, so you didn't get him. Wait, did I draft him this year? No, I didn't draft him. No, I didn't. But
no,
I
just didn't here, so I don't know.
I just didn't want you to get him. That was my goal.
Who's your basketball team, Jimmy?
I'm a Nets fan, unfortunately.
Brooklyn Nets. Okay. How'd you feel when Durant No, he got traded, I think, right? Yeah.
I was not upset. I didn't think we were gonna win with him, to be honest.
Yeah.
We gave up too much to get him. It's a 5-man sport, so I mean,
For sure.
he got traded to the Suns and they lost. So
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't think he's already getting a little bit up there, right? I don't think he's the same player.
right, he can score a lot of points, but that's about it.
But you guys got Mikal Bridges, who I looked and he was doing really, really good. So I wonder if he's legit.
Yeah, he's young, so I was happy with the trade. He looks promising, so we'll see what happens. I don't get my hopes up too high. We've been through it all with the whole Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett trade and all that.
Oh man, that was horrible. That was way back.
That set us back. It's crazy because the Celtics were able to get like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown because of that trade.
Yeah, yep. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
And now those are kind of like the top players in the NBA. I know Tatum is. I know Brown's pretty good too, though.
He averaged like 26 points this year. He's good.
Yeah, he's definitely a scorer. Leonardo said Celtics Nation, so he's a Celtic fan.
Celtics fan. There you go. Let's go Celtics.
Nice. Cool, man. So I don't know. That's all I got. Well, you guys got anything else, or we're gonna wrap this up?
No, I think that's it. I mean, really interesting perspective from Jimmy and JVA Cards. Check him out. Again, link in the description. Sounds like he has a break coming up on Thursday. You said 7 Eastern?
7 Eastern time. Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. So check them out on Whatnot. We'll see if we get into that one. It's 2023 Bowman.
Nah, it's not Heritage, man. When you open Heritage, call me.
I don't even know if I've seen any breakers open Heritage.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
that means that there's opportunity where no one's looking.
There's no market for Heritage except the market.
Exactly. So no, but yeah, no. Thanks for joining us, Jimmy. This is a lot of fun, and we're gonna try to keep doing this and having some guests come on and joining us. But we'll have you on again, of course, in the future, and we'll check in with you on how things are growing in terms of your breaks, what you're, if you're still doing Whatnot, and maybe some other spots as well. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for hopping on with us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. This was fun. I think I'm officially the third breaker bro now.
Yeah, you are. Look at that. Got the hat.
Show the side, the name. Don't you have the name on the side? On the other side. Yeah,
nice.
It's official now.
Good. Looks good, man. Cool. Thanks for coming on. And again, thanks everyone else for coming and watching and commenting. And we'll be back next Monday.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Peace. Appreciate it. Thanks, Jimmy. Take care, everyone.